just think you can flap your yap. No cap, yo, we looking at the facts and stats. Second city gritty to across the map. Put your cleats on your feet while we run some laps. Buckle up your seat while we have some chats. Who the GOAT on the court, pictures and running backs. Plug in your jacks and you're whipping your phone. Shalom, let's get it on, just a set in the tone.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the Setting the Tone podcast. It's your boy Tone. I got a guest on here today. We go way back, 30 plus years. Super Bears fan. I got my man Jerome Sims in the house joining me today.
Right.
We can
All right.
rock this
Yeah.
Bears into the season evaluation or whatever you want to call it. How you feeling today, my brother?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Ready. I'm actually ready to get the off season started.
Yeah,
See what's going on.
man, I feel you on that. I'm real excited about the off season for us, man. But before we jump into the off season, let's go ahead and run through the season. So,
It was. Uh,
so what you feel about how we look this season? Did we meet your expectations? Did we
uh,
fail or what?
no. I mean, I was me personally. I was expecting a little bit more, especially after that first win. We got set up. Man, we started out. We beat the 49ers, and man, I'm thinking, okay, we finna take off.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out that way.
So it was a
You know,
mirage.
yeah, it was a mirage, but you still can see some of the holes. When when it first started, you seen some of the holes in it, but at the same time, you thought it's a whole new regime. We can make progress throughout the season. And for a minute, you thought we was gonna see some of that progress, and then it's like trying to get over that hump, trying to get over that hump.
Yeah.
I really thought we was heading toward that after that Monday night game when we beat New England,
Right.
and,
What
and from
what
there,
were we at that point? We were like 4-5
man,
or something. I don't know. Four and
yeah, I don't I couldn't tell you the record itself, but at the same time, I just remember the mode. It was like we can get this going. This looks good,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It was like once I had the Quinn trade, I kind of Quinn was off throughout, from the very start. So I mean, to me, he wasn't a factor. But when we lost Roquan, it was like it just took the gas out.
Yeah.
You
They
know, it
said
just
that locker room was different once he left. Once they traded him because
I can imagine.
he was a
That's
big
one of the
leader.
leaders.
Yeah, one of the leaders in the locker room. But I think we started off 3-4 after that Patriots win, and that kind of like it was another moment where we kind of had some false hope where we was like, okay, we could turn this around and be something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
We can. I was thinking we can at least be like 6 wins.
yeah,
And,
my preseason prediction was like 6 or 7 wins, and
right. I feel you.
I thought I didn't think we were going to be a great team because, like you said, it was a regime change. We had a bunch of young players. We were getting rid of players and trying to, clear up some dead cap and all of that. So I didn't think we were going to have like a super team or nothing, not even a playoff team. But I thought we would be competitive, and we were competitive in a lot of games. It was like 6 or 7 games where I play here and there, and we won. You know what I'm saying?
It was a lot of games we were in.
Yeah.
It was a lot of games just it was like execution and coaching that we didn't win.
Right.
You
Imagine those
know,
7 close games flipped the other way. That's a 10-win season.
yeah, but at the same time, it's a mirage. It's a mirage, because you think you're that good and you're really not.
Right.
And
I think, yeah,
no, go ahead.
that Detroit game at the end of the season showed us we wasn't really that good. They
No,
blasted us.
man. Well, what, man? I told you last year. Well, in our little chat,
Hmm.
we gonna lose to Detroit. I told you we was gonna. I wasn't expecting to get swept by Detroit, but I knew we was gonna lose to them
Right,
because even last year, you can see the change in Detroit.
right. I think we split with them last year. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Yeah, no, we didn't. I don't think we did,
You think they beat us
but
in games?
I think so.
I have to check that.
Last year,
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's something you got to look up, but at the same time, I don't remember exactly, but I just remember after a Detroit game, just saying Detroit is going to be tough. We may lose to them next year,
Okay.
so it had to be after a victory.
Yeah.
And a lot of those games they were tough. A lot of it was scheme. It's still I think Justin he's still holding on to the ball a little bit too quick. I mean, too long. Like on some of them slant passes, them quick passes, you got to get rid of the ball,
Hmm.
and you can't just rely, step back there and rely on your athletic abilities when you
So
got teammates.
you think he's standing back there waiting? Because I don't see the time. I mean, I think he had a couple plays where I think he held the ball too long, but not a lot of plays, man. I don't think he has time to just actually be sitting back there surveying the field. I think he's back there eluding the rush, trying to find somebody open. Nobody's open. So now he's trying to find a way, to get out of there. I don't think he's standing
But
back there trying to survey everything. He ain't got that kind of time behind that line.
but it was something that Poe said during his press conference. You got to speed that clock up.
Mhm. So
It's the
either
NFL.
throw it sooner or run it sooner.
No, you got to throw it. You got to go through your progressions quicker than what you're doing. Like what I kept trying to allude to is this ain't college.
Right.
So this the NFL. You got to speed that clock up. Everybody is at the same speed. Everybody coming fast. This ain't college to where you know you got slow linebackers
Yeah.
or you ain't got to worry about this D lineman over here because he's slow. He ain't getting off the ball. He's just there to take up room.
I hear what you're saying.
Everybody's
That makes a lot of sense. At the same time, we saw plays where his receivers still had their back to him. He speed his clock up. Who is he throwing to now? You know what I'm saying? Who is he going to throw the ball to? Nobody's looking for the ball. Nobody's coming out of their breaks. They still running their routes. How he going to speed his clock up? I mean, you speeding your clock up to the defense because the defense is beating the soft offensive line on the rush, but you're not. But the rhythm of the play is still your receivers have to break and get open. So I could be fast because of the pressure, but my receivers ain't, you know, where they supposed to be at. I don't understand how we gonna get there. We gotta the quarterback and the receivers gotta be on the same page. I think we gotta get better at that position for sure. We gotta
it,
get a
and
dog
like
on
like
the receiver.
like we always discuss throughout the whole season.
Mhm,
It starts with the line,
mhm.
and you got to be able. Wasn't it you got to at least hold your block 4 seconds, at least 4 seconds, and we
That might be
not
a
we not
little long, but I'll take it. Yeah,
3 seconds, okay, but
yeah, yeah.
we not getting that.
We're not getting
Some of the guys getting beat, right up at the snap.
right.
You
And
know,
that's what my point was. Like, if we can hold it 3 seconds, then I can say, yeah, he got to speed his clock up. But we're not even getting the 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? We getting like
right?
we getting like a half sec, 2.5 seconds, maybe 2 seconds. But because his receivers ain't even in a 3 seconds of their route yet before he got to be like, oh shit, what I'm gonna do with the ball? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
they
But
got to go hand in hand. The line, the quarterback, and the receiver. They all got to work
it's,
in tandem. But I feel what
it's
you're
it's all
saying.
about timing,
Yeah.
and we uh I don't know. First of all, it shouldn't have started with that that contest between Tevin Jenkins and Lucas Patrick.
Yeah,
To
you
me,
told me that
Lucas
already.
Patrick, dude, that's another Sam Mustard. I'm serious, in my opinion, because even Musty came in, even though he was trash, he he was better than Patrick was.
Right.
Patrick was supposed to come in and be this dirty dude, get to be in the trenches, and he was signed to be the center, but he was known to play inside, and even him playing at guard, he was trash. He
Yeah.
was trash. So they shouldn't have been platooning him and Jenkins in the first place.
I agree with you. Jenkins should have that spot to himself, and and old boy should have been coming off the bench as a rotational piece when he needs a breather or an injury,
Right,
something like that.
right,
Yeah,
right.
but nah, he shouldn't be getting all those. He shouldn't be getting those snaps. Let the dude that's mauling everybody get the snaps. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, everybody toot my boy horn. I'm gonna toot that motherfucker too, because he was my guy when he got drafted. The second round.
Yeah,
But at the same time, he get beat on plays too.
yeah,
He needs to get some work in there and get cleaned up, and but in the run game, the boy's nasty.
yeah. I think him and Braxton Jones nasty in the run game, and
Yeah,
I worry. I think those are our two starters next year on the offensive line. However, I worry about Jenkins because of his injuries, his neck and his back injuries. Like, is he gonna hold up? That's where I have a problem. Like, do we have two starters? Do we have one starter? You know what I mean? Like
but
that neck kept coming back on him at the end of the season. What you think?
yeah, I agree, but I don't know. It's something that you always say. You just have got to have hope that he's going to get out there and at least be healthy, and yeah, at least see what he got. And but there, I read an article to where he was talking about maybe changing up his plan, or the with the yoga and the Pilates, and building up his core strength. I guess he's supposed to be adding more to it. So hopefully it helps. We just got to wait and see. You know,
Right.
um,
And
season just was restarting now.
right. And the word on the street about Braxton Jones is he
You got to
gets
get in the weight
bullied on the
room.
pass rush.
You got to get in the weight room. I mean, he let it out there at the beginning of the season. That's something he had to work on, and when you put that out there,
Right.
that's what they're gonna do.
They're like, oh, that's what's up. That's your week.
Right. Yeah, okay. No, I ain't even gotta be quick with you. No, I'm just gonna run you over.
Yeah.
And to me, too many times you've seen him in Justin's lap.
Hey,
I
but he
mean,
should have been doing that weight training all season though. Don't wait till the off season.
yeah.
Keep
But I do have to applaud his durability. Being
right.
out of Utah State, being a fifth round pick, and just to play every snap on offense.
Yeah.
That right, you kudos. I wasn't. I didn't think he was going to actually last.
Right. That's
I
big time
wasn't.
right there.
I was not sold on him.
So
Period.
so what you think we should do with the offensive line as far as like should we draft the remaining pieces or should we use free agency to get those veterans? What you thinking, man?
Um, I
Like
don't
we're
know.
gonna need a center and we're gonna need another guard for sure on the,
Yeah,
on the left side.
yeah. I don't know. It's just taking me back to Poe saying homegrown. You know, um,
Got that
if
on our roster? Somebody that's gonna block?
no, no. But at the same time, you got to, being homegrown, you got to start in the draft.
Okay.
That's where my mind go when you say homegrown.
Okay, I got you.
So um, you can add some pieces in free agency. I don't know what's out there doing free agency and doing this year,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you can add some pieces. You can trade for some pieces, but uh, I don't see him. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to trade if we tearing this down and starting up. I don't want to trade no. If we're gonna get more picks, yeah. But I don't want to trade no more picks for players.
Right.
We
I agree.
already traded for Claypool. That was a high draft. That was what? That's like a first round pick.
High
number
second.
33.
Yeah,
That's like a first round pick right there.
yeah.
So, if we're gonna build through the draft, you get as many picks as you can.
I agree. I personally think for our offensive line, we should get some veterans to protect Justin. Not no washed up players, nah. Some veterans in their peak and their prime to protect Justin, so he can go out there and show off that arm. You know what I'm saying? Like if we could do that, ain't no excuses really. It's all in his lap then. Because if we get some rookies to try to, they got to go through the whole rookie curve, got to get the experience and learn how to play against NFL defenses and stuff like that. We gonna get somebody. If we can get somebody that's already there, that's just looking for some more money. We got the money. Come on, too.
Yeah, we got the money, but at the same time, um, is Pose gonna pay it out? Shit.
I mean, I think he'll pay it out for quality. I think so. Yeah, for some
Yeah, but
quality.
I mean, I've always told you he's a miser.
I don't think he's a miser. I think he stripped it down because it's his team now. It was Pace's team. He wanted his players. He wanted to start fresh with a fresh cap, so he can build his team. I don't think he's a miser. I think he just had a plan, a strategy. Now, if he come up being a cheapskate after free agency, then we could throw the miser label on him, in my opinion. But we have to wait until free agency is over with. I think if we're gonna call him a miser, because everything before that is just him trying to evaluate talent and find and strip the roster of all the overpaid salaries and stuff like that. I think that's all he was doing. But
Well, I hope it works because we got the largest salary cap in the NFL. Like all analysts is saying, we control the draft, we control free agency, and we
we
control
do,
everything.
we do, and I
Everything is sitting right in our lap.
and I think we
So
could take a leap too, like those other teams that took care of business in the free agency and the draft and stuff like that. We could take a leap like I don't know if we could take a leap like Philly, but they did a lot of stuff in free agency. They did some stuff in the draft. Um, who was the team? It was another team that did something in the draft, but I can't think of them right now. But
I mean, free agency maybe a little bit. Jacksonville,
Jacksonville, we could take a leap
yeah,
like Jacksonville from
yeah,
worst to first in a division. I don't know if we can get first because our division is different from their division.
yeah. It's different. Our division is getting tough.
Yeah, it's
It's getting
tougher than
tough.
their division. They had
Yeah,
they had the Titans at the top of their division, and you see how that went.
right. Yeah, fail,
Yeah,
epic.
epic.
But at the same time, I mean, we got 31 free agents. You pretty much building half the roster.
And we should be because probably 29 of those guys shouldn't be on our team.
True,
You know what I'm
true.
saying? I mean,
A lot of them they sign with intent and purpose. Because like Pringle, he was he they signed him pretty much primarily to be a blocking receiver.
right.
Same way with Equinemius, blocking. Same way, that's why they went out and got Harry, blocking.
Definitely
That's
didn't
why,
sign them for their hands, all the balls they dropped, man.
right.
They dropped a lot
So,
of balls in their hands and their chest and their face mask, all types of shit.
right. I mean, so that's why they're in the NFL. They in the NFL to block. That's their strong suit.
So,
So, when you go through those ups and downs, especially in the receiving room, and your receiving core is not producing, look what you brought in.
right. And I think he did that on purpose. It was a okay, we don't have the salary cap to get the names, the high price, the high value guys. Let's get something to hold us over for this season. See, maybe one of them will pan out. We don't know. Maybe Harry will pan out. Maybe EQ will pan out. We don't know. But let's just get something to hold us over this season. And then next season we draft our guy or find a guy in free agency or make a trade. Like I I can see a trade for for D Hop or T Higgins, maybe. He might be a
You
free agent. But
you know what they gonna want for D Hop? I'm not. I wouldn't even go for it. I wouldn't even go for it. Even though I
hey,
would like him on the team,
they
they
need
gonna want an
salary
arm and
cap.
a leg for D Hop.
They need salary cap. They might just get rid of him. They might get rid of him for a second or a third round. I take it for D Hop.
Okay, okay.
See,
No, I don't know. I don't know about no second. I want that high.
D
I
Hop
want that. I
ain't
need
worth a
that draft
second.
pick. I need that draft pick.
He is that draft pick. He would be better than any receiver you can get in the second round, right? Wouldn't he?
It could be. You just don't know with the young talent. You just got to draft right.
Hey,
I mean, you.
so
We
you
already
so one
fucked
is
up
a
with
sure
Bayless
thing.
Jones.
The one is a sure thing, and one is a bet, a gamble. That rookie is a gamble. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's okay. D Hop would be the sure thing, but you
Right.
still,
And he's a dog. He gonna go get it.
he Justin's still developing.
Okay.
Justin's still developing.
Well, so this is the same thing I see with Jalen Hurts when they got AJ Brown. They got a veteran receiver that's a dog, in my opinion. That would be his AJ Brown, D Hop. And it took you see where it took Jalen Hurts. It took him to the next level, man. I mean, he put in the work in the offseason, which I ain't got no doubt Justin Fields gonna do the same, with practicing with Mooney and Claypool.
But
But I think adding a veteran like D Hop will make that wide receiver room even better. You know how much pressure that'll take off
oh, okay,
Claypool?
right. Okay, I got you now because I can see how that will make him better because he's just a different type of receiver than Mooney is
Yeah,
because Mooney is not that go getter.
he's not.
I
We need a
told you.
dog to go get it. We need somebody to go.
Right, right. So I get you. I feel you.
And
You- I
I just
got you.
think we need somebody to make the wide receiver room a little easier. Make so it'll make the job easier for those two guys. Those guys can shine again with a guy like D Hop on the roster. Those guys can actually shine. If D Hop getting the main cover, those guys getting another cover that's not, they could probably shine again. You never know. But
I thought that would happen when they traded for Claypool.
well,
You-
he didn't get a chance to play that much. It was wishy washy. It was inconsistent. He didn't have
right.
he didn't know the playbook. Then he got injured. Then Mooney got injured. So it was never that tandem really.
But I don't know the whole receiver room this year. It was I don't know.
Like I think Claypool is incomplete because he didn't. The team never really got going with him on the field because of the playbook, because of the injury, because of the other receivers being injured and all that.
So,
So I get
so do you think it'll be better at the start of training camp? Yeah, I guess if they get that continuity together during the off season, you
absolutely.
think there'll be a better tandem?
Absolutely. He's gonna be practicing with Justin. He's gonna be practicing with Mooney. I think that's just gonna take all the pressure off of him. They're gonna have a better chemistry. I think they'll be better even without adding a veteran dog. They'll still be better, but I think adding a veteran dog will make it even more better, like a Spike Lee joint. Yeah, I think it'll be. I think they'll be fine with a training camp together for sure. You don't think so?
I hope so because at the beginning I like Claypool, I like his production, but you know I guess he fell off in order to go in order to get traded.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to get rid of some he's young too, and you're looking to get rid of him, so
I
you
mean,
fell
you got
off
to think.
somewhere.
Yeah, you got to think about the Steelers situation too. Their quarterback position was shaky. You know what I'm saying? Can you put it on
Oh,
Claypool?
okay,
Can you put it
all
on
right.
the quarterbacks?
Which quarterback you trying to throw a shot at my boy Money Mitch?
I wasn't, but I was throwing it at all of them. But he included, yeah. I was throwing it at Money Mitch too. He included.
Yeah,
He was my boy
but
when he was with us, but he ain't with us no more. So he just Mitch.
yeah, I feel you. I feel you because he stunk it up. I thought he was gonna be able to go over there and take over the reins, but Mitch is he just trash. It's y'all trash bag Minsky or whatever. We're just trash. So I'm gonna have to let him go now.
Yeah, let him
I'm
go,
gonna have to
man.
let him go.
Let him go. Push him
Right.
out there. Go on, man.
Steelers got him now, so fuck it.
Yeah.
It's the Kenny Pickett show over there.
So also, I think another thing I saw on our offense was our offensive coordinator, a rookie play caller. He had moments where I was like, okay, I see you. And then he had moments where like, what you doing, man? And I hope he can correct that and improve and look at the tape and say, okay, this is what I need to do next season. Because if not, we gotta let him go.
As they say, it's all part of the analytical team now. So they as you say, he's gonna get together with somebody and look at the tapes,
Yeah,
and I guess put the team in better positions to at least score,
man.
or at least ride the momentum.
Right,
If you gaining momentum by running certain plays, and don't fuck it up by
right,
throwing in a jet sweep and boom, you lose 10 yards or 6 yards.
right.
Just trying to throw a wrinkle in there. Just stick with what's working.
Run with what you're good at. If you see them stopping that, then flip it on them. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Don't
right,
flip it on them before they stop it.
right. Because they will have a good drive with a good flow going,
Yeah,
and they'll score, and then next thing you know, the next drive they don't go back to that. Well, what's
yeah.
working? Why you changing up? Stick with what's working.
Until they stop it, man. Until they stop.
Right, but as a young coordinator, he's gonna learn that,
Yeah,
and unfortunately, when he learned that, he ain't gonna be here too much more longer.
right.
Because you can see in season the growth and the steps that he's made, that he's taken or that he's taken. So he ain't gonna be here too much more longer.
You'd say so. You saying once he gets it, somebody gonna be looking for him to be their coach?
Somebody, they already looking.
They ain't looking. We won 3 games this year, man. They ain't looking at him yet.
Nah, they was already looking before we snatched them up.
Yeah, but now they see though. Now they see he ain't ready. They like, wait a minute. Let him see.
Yeah,
Let him season that a little bit more. Then we come and get him. They ain't,
yeah. I hope so.
they ain't
I
looking
hope
at him
so.
right now. I believe. I don't believe they looking.
Yeah, I hope so. Give us at least 2 more seasons with him. Let him work with Justin. Because I want to see Justin flourish. I mean, either
Yeah.
that or you might have to change the quarterback's coach or something, or might have to change his mechanics,
I thought they worked
just
on
so,
that over the offseason, though. I think,
just so we can get rid of the ball a little bit quicker.
yeah,
Just a little bit quicker. That's all I need to see. He got the arm. We know you got the deep ball talent, but you got to get rid of the ball quicker. Like, we can't do no comebacks, no quick slants,
mhm,
because he can't. He don't have that quick release. Unfortunately,
mm.
that's the problem. To me, that's the issue. Got to be quicker releasing the ball. He did get quicker throughout the season. They say he improved like a whole second,
Oh, that's good.
but
That's real good.
I need to see it a little bit more quicker and being a little bit more decisive to know where you're going with the ball, read the defense. I mean, if you got time to stand back there to go through your progressions, cool. But if you ain't got time, hit that hot route.
Right,
Go
right,
through
right.
try to hit them reads quicker than
That hot route though, that's the pick six coming right there. You think you got it?
right, right.
You
But
think
he
you got
said
it?
he promised not to do that again.
Yeah,
So
that's that pick six.
yeah. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about it. I threw so many in Madden. I already pick six magic, pick
Ooh-wee.
six king. I
Hey,
threw. It was horrible, but I don't want to talk about
okay, okay. So
that.
we gonna move on to the defensive side of the ball. What I saw on the defense, that was the bright spot were the corners and the safeties. Everything else, we can move on
Yeah,
from
yeah,
it.
we can move on from
Like
it.
even without a pass rush, our corners and safeties were covering pretty good. Imagine if we get a pass rush. That's gonna make them devastating. They're gonna get picks. Those gonna turn into
Well, wasn't we at the in the top of the defense? I mean, the ain't wasn't we in the top of the like 10 or so, or like in the top half before the Roquan trade?
for defense overall.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think we were in the top 10 on in something like coverage or something in pass coverage, but not defense. No, our defense wasn't that high.
I don't know. I'm just inclined to think that we were, at least heading in that direction, as far as points is concerned, or yards, or it was something.
It might have been something with the yards because he was getting a lot of tackles, but it wasn't.
Right.
But it wasn't leading to wins though.
No, no. It really showed in that Dallas game.
Because they ran all over us.
And that Dallas game, he looked horrible.
We can't stop the run. We can't stop nobody. Because
No, we couldn't. And it just hurt my feelings when most of these guys that you brought in,
Mhm.
you praising so much during the off season, but I'm sorry, they was trash.
Yeah.
Aquadine Muhammad. Unfortunately, Travis Gibson, he was here already, and where he disappeared to.
He benefited from Quinn and Mac on the other side or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But once it was in his lap, he ain't had nothing.
Nothing. To me, Dominic Robinson. Man, I get the experiment.
It
No,
wasn't working.
right. He's just a rotational piece. Give somebody a breather.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree.
you've seen some flashes from Justin Jones, but at the same time, at the 3 technique, I still don't know what the fuck that is. It's a defensive tackle, plain and simple to me. I'm old school,
Right.
but
Get
at the
another
same time, you've
Uh-huh.
seen flashes, but you need consistency.
Right.
You got to be consistent with it. I don't want to see you in a backfield one time, one play in a game in the fourth quarter. That's the only time you get in, fourth quarter. Okay, let me make my splash play. Get in the backfield.
Right.
Armand Watts, he, showed some flashes, but none of that was consistent. None of that was consistently stopping the run.
I got a question. I watched preseason this year, and I saw Jack Sanborn killing it in preseason, but they wouldn't give him hardly any tick, should I say, in the regular season until Roquan was gone. Why weren't they playing them together? They don't even play the same. They could play them together, man.
That's because they brought Morrow in to play with him.
Sanborn.
Okay, we signed Morrow to come in to play with Rowe.
Okay.
And then you got the other veterans who you think, that can step in. That dude Thomas.
Mhm.
It was somebody else. It was Joe Thomas and
Right.
somebody else. You expected to make a little noise.
Right. I
And
was thinking like both of them dudes are ball hawks. They get to the play quick. They get their tackles. If we
yeah,
got both of them on the field together,
yeah,
get to the ball, some of those runs ain't that big of a run. You know what I'm saying? Because we was getting chunked 8 out of us.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, they getting chunked because you don't have that D line.
Yeah, that's for
You
sure.
don't have when you have no force on the D line to at least open up the hole so they can attack the
Right.
running game.
Facts.
Yeah, they getting tackles like 10, 12 yards down the field.
Facts.
So
And that's
no,
that's the
the
reason our
linebackers
linebackers
look
getting all the tackles because the D line ain't stopping nothing.
right. That's why Eddie Jackson was getting all the tackles.
Right. And Jaquan Brisker and all that. Yeah.
Right. I like that kid.
Yeah, me too.
I like that kid. He's gonna be a dog for us. He's gonna be a dog, and once Gordon get healthy, he's gonna be pretty good too.
I agree with you on that. Yes, sir.
But I think he needs to get healthy. And like you were saying, I like the secondary was the bright spot.
Yeah, I like those kids, man. They doing their thing. Um, I wanted to try to. I think Eberflus is a good coach, man. He got the team buying in. He got a good culture. You know, they seem like they want to play for him. They play hard for him. But is was he the right pick? We had all those coaching candidates coming in. Was he the right pick?
And you asked that question be, because of the success of most of the other coaches had,
You know why? Yeah,
other rookie coaches.
right.
So I get it. I asked that same thing. At the end of the season, you got a lot of rookie coaches in the playoffs right now.
Right.
Did we make the right choice?
And we brought in a lot of coaches to interview. And
Well, did I think they only had I think he only had his eyes on one anyways.
mhm.
I think Poles had his guy
but I
once he
think
was chosen GM.
yeah, but I think we would have probably been in a similar boat because we were tearing the team down, clearing up cap. Like Dable wouldn't have been able to do nothing with this roster. I don't think. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's
Peterson, I
just
don't know. He ain't a rookie coach, but he was a candidate.
right, but it's just you don't know what type of imprint and those two are offensive minds.
Right.
And even O'Connell up there in Minnesota.
All right, bro. My bad about that.
You good?
So where were we talking about the coaching? Yeah. So so
Yeah,
you got a question mark over there too, huh? Over our coaching choice.
I mean, I like his culture. You know, he's bringing back a lot. He's bringing back discipline for one,
Yeah.
which is what our team lacked in the Nagy era.
Facts. We were
I
one of the
mean,
least penalized teams, man. So that's a good thing.
yeah. So that's a plus. Them positive yards.
Yeah.
So but yeah, that's a question mark. You know, especially with so many of these young coaches, first time coaches getting a start in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a question mark. Me personally, I wanted Dable.
Yeah. I wanted Dable for a minute too, and then my choices kept changing. Uh, Eberflus wasn't one of my choices, but once we
No,
got him, I was like, all right, that's who we got. I'm gonna roll with him. But he wasn't
right.
one of the choices, nah.
But I was nah, man. I wasn't feeling it. I
Yeah.
wasn't feeling it. Nah, you man, just be optimistic. You gotta support, man. Fuck that. Uh.
Right.
Yeah, man, you gotta. Yeah, I'm a support, but right now, fuck that. No, that's not my coach. Nah, you could have. I wanted Dable. I really did.
So
But
Poe's gotta get Eberflus a shot too. He gotta give him some talent. You know what I'm saying? He gotta up the talent to actually evaluate Eberflus. Like, all right, is he really working? Is this really a head coach? Can he take us to
right,
the next level? Got to get that man some talent. And then once he get him the talent, and if we're in a similar position, then he can evaluate him. But right now, he can't say nothing to Eberflus. Eberflus can look at him and be like, "Hey, man, what's up? Can I get some talent?" You know what I'm saying?
give me something. At least
Right.
give me a few of the pieces that I need to even run this fucking defense.
Give me something to work with, because right now
Right.
I look like crap because I got crap.
Yeah. Yeah. But right now, we slated to control the NFL offseason. So let's see what let's see what Pose can do. I mean,
Right.
you
It's really all in his hands. Really, the whole
right.
team. It ain't in Eberflus' hands. It ain't in Fields' hands. It's all in Pole's hands. What we look like
Yep.
next year, how good we're gonna be next year, because he got to bring the pieces.
Yep.
Make them
Because
look good, to make the coach look good, to make the quarterback look good, the OC look good, the defense.
gotta yeah, you gotta but I wanna see what he brings. I wanna
Yeah,
see what he brings. Because we need upgrades everywhere. We got holes everywhere. We got holes everywhere. So, you know, linebacker, uh, D line, you know, wait a minute, what start first? Free free agency.
Free agency start first.
So you're not gonna get a receiver there. Only way you're gonna get a decent receiver is
Trade
to
and
trade
draft.
for one.
Yep.
Trade or draft. So personally, I'm not trading no more picks.
hmm So
Um,
so basically, what we got to do is wait for the draft for the receiver, and free agency get the best offensive line in free agency, and
I say start with that D line, man.
start the D line. So
Yes.
we gonna get Justin Fields, the leftovers.
He
We don't get him.
no, not
He don't
really
need no
because
leftovers, man. He needs the real deal.
no,
They owe
no.
him that. They owe him that.
But in free agency, I don't know. I need that dude from Washington.
Okay.
I need him. I think it's Deron Payne.
Yeah, yeah. They
He
tapped.
made he made our D line look bad,
Okay.
and he is a free agent this year.
Okay.
So I need him.
Go ahead and show him the money.
Right. Give him the money, and from there, uh, take your pick. I mean, what are we gonna do with Braxton Jones next year for one? If you want to upgrade that line,
So I
is
think
he?
go ahead.
Go ahead,
I
because
think we get
I need Braxton Jones to be moved over there to the right side.
mm,
We can't have the left tackle sitting in Justin's lap
I like that.
three
I
times
like
a
that.
game.
I like that. So he ain't strong enough to guard the black side, the blind side. So move him to the right.
Yeah, team him up with Jenkins.
Yeah, move him to
That's going to that you know how many holes that's going to open up even for Khalil Herbert
hmm
on that right side. You put him and Jenkins over there together.
I agree with that. So now we just got to find a top notch left tackle to guard the blind side.
Now this where it gets tricky because you got Larry Tunsil. That's I think he's supposed to be. He wants to reset the market at left tackle,
Okay.
but he's not that good in the run game.
Ah,
And I think in the past game, I think he's one of the top pass blockers, but
is he
he's
terrible
not.
at the run? Is he? That's the question. Is he terrible?
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know if he's terrible. He might be average.
okay.
And averages we'll take that.
I'll take average if he's a top notch pass blocker. I'll take average on the run.
But I think I need to look at that again. But I think it was one of those two
Mhm.
is where where he excels because the other one is where he don't. I don't know. I'll find the footage on that. But he wants to reset the market at left tackle.
Okay.
You're gonna need a guard. You're gonna need a center.
Definitely a center.
You pretty much rebuilding that whole line.
Like I said, Jenkins and Jones, the only two I would carry over in the starting lineup. The rest of them, if we keep them, put them on the bench.
But I think Patrick is signed. Isn't he signed on a 2-year deal?
Yeah, he's up. He's on a 2-year deal. So
So they was so inclined to we got to get him on the field. Dude, trash to me.
put him
But
on
at the same
a
time,
rotational piece off the bench, man. You can't start him.
no. But I mean, who you got? Who you got?
We got that
Who's
free agent.
out there in free agency?
That's what we got. I'm, I'm sure. I don't know who's out there, man, but I'm sure we can find something better than what we got. If there was a barrel of offensive linemen, ours is in the bottom of that barrel. Our offensive line.
Yeah.
It's some, it's some people on top that we could that's better than us. That's a free agent. That's all I can say. I don't know who out there.
I wonder what happened to J.C. Treader. He was supposed to be one of the top centers out there, and I didn't hear nothing about him during the off season. or did he even get signed?
I didn't hear anything about him.
We got Doug Kramer. He's a rookie. He out early with that Liz Frank injury, so we can see what he got next season.
What about Leatherwood? No,
What's with him? He did not look good to me.
he looked good when he first got his shot, and then
Uh,
the
Even
follow
then, he looked like a robot though.
he looked good though. I don't care if he's like a robot, I just blocked. But then after that, he fell off pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
He fell off hard. Them 10 plays was a
A fluke.
facade. No, that was no. When
Yeah,
you got what 2 series,
yeah,
and then he in Justin's lap. So no, I think they seen enough of him.
yeah. I saw somewhere where they were saying try him at guard. Try him at guard. He's so big, you know what I'm saying? Try him at guard. I don't know. What you thinking about?
Well, I mean, it's shit. Tevin worked out, so he just may.
They put him at the other guard.
Right, because I think they're gonna cut Cody Whitehair.
Yeah,
He's gonna be a cut candidate
yeah,
next year. So that's even more money.
yeah. Try him. We got a whole camp. Try Leatherwood at guard. He might be the answer at the guard. We don't even have to worry about it no more. You know what I'm saying?
True. But then we still need that left tackle.
We definitely need that left tackle. That's a whether it's a left or a right. I don't know what they're gonna do with Braxton, but we definitely need a tackle.
Like I said, I like Braxton's durability, but I question my boy Tevin's durability. And you put that on the right side in the run game, we good. We just questionable on the right on the left side. And you just gotta see what's out there in free agency.
Yeah. I wonder if he
So that's to me, you get it. I don't even like I said, I don't even know what's out there in free agency as far as the line is concerned. You start with Deron Payne, give him the bag, and then go from there.
go from there. So
I need to see what's out there. 'Cause we need some of those who out there that's good, I guess. Some of them cowboy dudes. What's that dude, Martin? He's been solid. I got it, uh that's about the only one I can really say that's been solid to me.
I'm gonna switch
You
gears a
know.
little bit. What you think about Monty getting a new contract? Do you re-sign him, or is that just like
I'm a Monty fan.
Yeah, me too?
That's my dude. But yeah, I mean I don't think he's bad.
Yeah, I don't know what he asking for, but hopefully it's
I
not
think
too much.
I think he can be resigned though.
Yeah, he could be resigned if it ain't too much. I agree, because they
I
don't
think
pay
he
that
can
much.
be resigned
He
because
can,
there's other dudes out there that'll probably command more than him.
right?
So I think he can fall back into our lap.
But I do think he might lose his job to Herbert though. He might be coming off the bench.
Herbert can't pass block.
I know, but Herbert can run.
Herbert can't pass block.
So so we
Justin getting hit every time he in there pass blocking,
I,
man.
I agree, but we use Monty on the pass downs, man, pass plays, because he can receive. He could be a good receiver out the backfield too. But we gotta Herbert gonna get the yards though on the running downs though. He gonna command more.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But at the same time, you tipping your hand. I mean, if you bring a Monty in on pass plays, and then you got Herbert in on run plays.
Right, right. So you got to give
But
Monty some run plays, I guess.
right, but no, no, no. We
So
got to
you saying
sign.
still start Monty, even though Herbert is really a better running back.
Herbert just gets you more of those exciting yards,
Yeah, I mean his
and
yards per carry
Monty
is
he
better.
gets you those tough yards.
Yeah,
He's an in between the tackle runner.
right. Now I remember Monty in the past seasons, all those yards after contact. he wasn't really doing much of that this year. Like the yards after contact wasn't as much as it used to be. He used to get they would try to grab him and he used to just drag him. I don't see that much anymore. Maybe I'm missing it, boy. Maybe he ain't got that left in the tank. I don't know. What you say?
No, you didn't. You didn't see it that much, and you're right. But I wouldn't say it ain't in him still.
Yeah.
You know, he's still that dog, but at the same time, you know, everybody used to him in the league now. They know how to bring him down.
Right.
You know, they know he's you can't just try to pop him and he just gonna fall. You know, they've been wrapping him up.
Right. Facts.
Right.
Good
You
point.
know, so they've been wrapping him up. So, you know, once he figured that part out, then it's back to Monty.
Right.
You know, because he not that back to where you could just go up there and give him the shoulder and think he's gonna fall.
That's true. That's
So,
very true.
you know, everybody's used to him now. So, you know, ain't all that dragging, you know, dragging people and no, they wrapping his ass up. You know, once you take away the legs, can't run.
That's true.
You know, can't drag nobody. You ain't got no legs.
So, what do you do with the number one pick? Do you keep it or do you trade back? And if you trade back, do you trade back? Who do you trade back to? Or how many times do you trade back?
Okay. If I was GM,
Mhm.
I thought about this a lot in my chair.
Okay, GM.
I would trade back.
You trade
Give
back.
many picks as you can, but to a quarterback needy team. So anybody that wants Stroud or or can't forget it, Bryce Young.
Mhm.
Anybody that want them too, it's a bidding war for you.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I got a team. I was looking at the Colts. Because
Yeah, that's everybody's. That's definitely my. I don't want to trade no further back than 4.
they GM saying they need a quarterback, and he didn't want to get a veteran or whatever. I think he wants to get a rookie quarterback in the draft, and he's
Yeah,
do whatever he got to do to get a
yeah,
QB. I'm like, come get it
right. We want this year's first round pick.
next year's
We
first.
want next year's first round pick. We want your second round pick
Facts.
this year
Yeah.
because
Yep.
that's a high pick at what number 36.
35, 36, something like that. Yeah.
Right. So they going to like there's no need to play chess when you know
Especially
we
after he
hold the
played
cards.
his hand. He played his hand already.
Right. He already said he's willing to give up whatever.
Right. Once he said that, I was like, oh,
Right. So
checkmate. Chess
like
game
I
is
was
over.
exactly like I was telling you, there's no need to play chess.
It is but that was before he said that when Pose came out with his statement. Pose was like, but I'm gonna evaluate all the talent. Even though after he said
I'm gonna do right. You got to do your due
Fields
diligence.
is my starting quarterback next year. He said that first. He said, and it would have to be something to blow me away. However, I have to evaluate all the talent. So
True.
I understood that chess move. He didn't want to play all his cards. He just like, okay, I'm gonna throw that out there. But then once dude made his move on the Colts, I was like, oh yeah, you ain't even gotta play chess no more. He gonna
Right. It's already
come to
done.
you. He gonna come to you.
But at the same time, you know, teams they're already gearing up. They're already gearing up anyways. So he just letting the Bears know and other teams know
Yeah.
I'm getting that pick. If I want one of them quarterbacks, I'm getting that pick.
Yeah.
So he just letting everybody know, period. Or he just putting it out there.
And the second pick, Houston. Either they want the
His
first,
pick is valuable too.
but I'm just saying maybe they want the first pick so they can pick which quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they say, no, we don't want the leftovers. We want our guy because they might take our guy. You know what I'm saying?
True.
We might want to climb up to number one spot, or maybe they'd be like, nah, let them pick. Let Indianapolis pick their guy. We'll take the leftovers. I don't know how they thinking, but if it was me as a GM, I'm not taking nobody's leftovers. I'm going to get my guy. I'm gonna go ahead and trade up. That's just me if I was the GM.
Well, we talking about Houston though.
Yeah, they so dysfunctional.
We talking about Houston.
Facts.
So you know they just may take the leftovers. But either way it go, I wouldn't give a shit what Houston picked because we are sitting in the catbird seat,
Yes, sir.
and it feels as I don't know why this is a really good feeling at 3 and 14.
Because we ain't never had the #1 pick in our lifetime.
Well, yeah, there you go. Right, it's been some years.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot when the last. It's been some years since we literally had the #1 pick.
You look at it like this. I look at it like this. The Bears ain't never had a #1 pick in my lifetime. The Bulls had it once with
Derrick Rose.
And you know how that felt when we got Derrick Rose. So
Right.
this is the same feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the feeling is, I mean, it's like we hopefully I got this good feeling that Poles won't let us down.
That's not a good feeling, man.
I got a good feeling that this dude won't let us down, and
he won't.
We gon' no, he won't.
Oh, okay.
You know,
okay.
he you know he's gonna turn that first round pick into multiple picks.
He's good at that already. He already shown he can do that.
Right. We're gonna get the guys that we want.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get a good offensive lineman in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, we trade okay, if I was GM, like you asked, we trade back to with Indianapolis.
#4, okay.
Right, because that's as far back as I want to trade.
Me too.
Because I still want either Will Anderson or Carter.
One of them gonna be there.
I prefer Carter.
One of them gonna be there at 4. I agree.
Right. I prefer Carter.
Okay.
Because 3 technique is supposed to be the engine of that of his 4-3 Tampa 2.
Okay.
So you get your 3 tech. Second round, you get you an offensive tackle.
Okay.
And from there, you know you got to fill out the team because you're gonna need a guard.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's set at wide receiver. I don't think he's gonna experiment there no more. I don't think he's gonna go for anything.
We ain't set there, man. Those dudes got bricks for hands. They blocking. So I said that.
Yeah, they blockers, but I don't think he's gonna go. I don't think he's gonna go ham.
Okay.
You know, as go ham or whatever, as they say.
Yeah.
You know, for a receiver. The line is gonna be his bread and butter this draft, I believe.
Okay. And you know what?
It's got to be.
I'll be okay with that. I'll be okay with that if we pick offensive linemen and defensive linemen. I'll be okay with that to a certain degree if we can pick up that receiver in a trade or free agency, because the line, we need the line first. We need to solidify the line first in order to even give the quarterback a good look.
Right.
But we do need a receiver that can catch the ball.
Okay.
Maybe Claypool is that receiver that can catch the ball. You know, maybe. We'll see. Maybe Mooney. But we still need, I think we need a dog at that spot, but we already talked about that.
Yeah. But in order to get that one, you gotta give up draft picks.
Yeah.
But
you know what? We know what? We trading back to them before. We getting extra picks this year and extra picks next year. Not saying we're giving up a high pick from either year, but we're gonna have extra picks. We can throw some of those away for a receiver. I prefer known talent over prospects. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so how does I don't know how, now me being a GM, how all that shit works out anyways. You know, as far as trading picks and when you obtain these picks and when you can trade them or trade them for a player, or how does that, you know, if you can obtain these picks first and then throw these picks to go get D-Hop, then okay. But until then, if I knew how that worked, then I say do that. But you will have to give up the picks that we got now to go get D Hop,
Right.
and then you lose those pieces.
And I'm okay with losing some of those picks we get if we trade back. I'm okay with losing a pick, maybe one, maybe two picks in the later rounds, because they trying to flush that salary with the Cardinals. They trying to get rid of them salaries. You know what I'm saying? The GM quit. They fired the coach. Yeah, and they got a cap problem over there. They're gonna get
So you
rid
think
of.
it's a fire sale?
Yeah, it's gonna be a fire sale. We probably be able to get him for a little bit of nothing. We're gonna take on that contract, but we're gonna probably can get him for a little bit of. But he also has a no
A
trade
no
clause,
trade clause,
so
right?
he can
Yeah,
keep his team.
yeah.
That's the catch.
He
That's the catch.
right. That's the catch. He gotta want to come here,
Yeah,
and if he don't want to, then yeah, you can. That's a
yeah.
that's a non-factor.
Non-factor. You're right. So the season is
There
over.
are no dogs,
There's no dogs.
no dogs left in free agency. So again, the only way we can get one is a trade.
So we kind of went through the season. We evaluated our talent and our coaches. We tried to evaluate the free agency and the draft. What do you want to see next season as far as like the Bears looking like as far as talent and record and position in the division? What do you want? What do you realistically expect?
Uh, this is still a growth. This is still a rebuild,
For sure.
and this is pretty much you turn it over the whole roster again because half the team is gone. You got 31 free agents coming in. You got 31 new players coming in. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Plus your practice squad. So I'm looking to see growing pains again, but you know it's gonna be progressive because you can actually see, you know, when they actually start, you know, do their coaching and how the team actually responds to it.
Yeah.
They play hard. We just ain't been able to, you know, keep it close, always, you know, sustain it throughout the whole 4 quarters.
Right.
And you know that part I can commend them on, but we need a little bit more better at that.
Yeah.
Um, more consistency. We need a passing game.
Yeah.
Um,
That goes back to
talent.
talent. We need talent on the line and talent on the receiver side.
So yeah, I'm just looking for start with a better roster.
Yeah, and that's what
Let's
I think. Yeah.
start there first.
Yeah. So
And
are we gonna be in the basement again in the division? Are we gonna get swept in the division? What's your outlook? What's your prediction on that? Because
mm,
I saw two, maybe three division games we could have won. We could have beat the Lions the first time. We missed the field. We missed the extra point.
yeah,
I,
I
we
can
came back
see us
on the
beating
Vikings.
Green Bay, catching Green Bay.
I see us catching them. I think we could
I,
get 3 division wins
yeah, I
out of from 0 to 3.
yeah,
Me.
that's that's stretching it to me right now, and
Yeah,
not knowing the roster,
facts.
not knowing the roster,
But I know the roster gonna be better. It's got to be. It can't be worse, can it?
no, I mean shit. Look what we got this year,
It can't be
and
worse.
even though I mean even with even with him cherry picking, you know, just with these 1 year deals, look at what we got. You know, I was expecting at least a couple of those players to, you
And
know,
out.
yeah, you know, shine a little bit, but no. So I mean, we starting all over pretty much.
Right.
So I mean, nah, man. I just right now until we get the talent, I don't see.
Yeah, it's hard to
Uh,
say without the talent already there.
yeah,
I just I just
I can't
I
see
just
three
think the
wins.
talent I just think the talent will be there. I think it'll be better talent. How much better, I don't know. But I think it'll be better talent because we can't go further. We can't go down. So I just think it'll be
No, no, yeah. It's the off season.
yeah.
Once the Super Bowl ends, then the off season begins, and
I'm excited,
that's
man.
I am, but I don't see with 31 holes to fill. I don't see it just yet.
Okay.
So once this roster get put into place, then I can give you my honest, yeah, okay, we gonna come out the basement.
We gonna have to wait until the season start because once the roster come into place, we got our names on the back of the jerseys. First of all, we got to see
Yeah,
them play together. You know?
right.
And then preseason don't count. It don't matter for nothing. We really got to wait for next season to start, and then we got to get past the mirage because we had a mirage this year. We
Yeah,
gotta get
yeah,
past that
we
mirage.
did. We did.
We got to get like 6 games into the season before we could be like, okay, yeah, we got a team, or no, we ain't got no team.
Right. Because I mean preseason, at least you could get a feel for that. They don't water it down. I mean, it's like
Man, it's so watered down.
you barely can touch each other any fucking more.
You
There's
think,
no I mean, there's no hard contact even in practice. So I mean, it takes a while for these guys to get up to speed, at least physically.
right? You think
That's
you got
like
a good
three.
D line or O line, and then the regular season start, and you be like, shit.
Right? Yeah. Right. No, man. That I don't like that, especially when you send players during the preseason.
Yeah,
Let the motherfuckers play because that's the only way they're gonna get callous.
yeah.
You know, that's why some of them dudes, like Kansas City, Coach Reeves, that tell them dudes playing preseason.
Hmm.
They get up to speed faster. So it starts there in preseason. Let them dudes start hitting each other,
I
and
agree
from
100%,
and from
man.
there, deal with that callous. You first game of the season, you ready to go.
Yeah,
We ain't gotta wait till game 4 to actually see, if yeah, okay, if this what we got. We'll know at that first game of the season.
facts.
They out there hitting. Yeah. So
Yeah. I'm gonna end the podcast on this. We got us a new team CEO and president, and he was responsible for the Vikings getting their new stadium, and I hear that stadium is state of the art. And I hope he can, he be that guy
we,
for
we,
us.
yeah. I mean, we need a new stadium. You know, I've always advocated for them to put a dome, you know,
On Soldier
um,
Field.
at Soldier Field, because you home in Chicago, you know. But I understand the Bears want to own their own field.
Right, right. As a fan, I say throw a dome on Soldier Field and move on with it. But
Right,
they looking at it from a business part, business plan.
right.
We don't
I,
own
I
Soldier Field, so we ain't making the money on it. We it's the smallest stadium in the league. We really ain't. We can sell more tickets if we have our own place. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
You can make so much
yeah.
more money in your own place. Bigger stadium. You can rent it out to other people.
Right. You can
Build a
control
field
it.
around it. You can control it so much more. So I
Yeah.
understand, and I'm behind them on that whole Arlington Park racetrack conversion to a stadium. So
It's
unfortunately,
10-year plan.
yeah,
10 years
this is a
they
10-year
said.
plan, but I don't think it's gonna take that long to build a stadium. I
No,
don't think it's gonna take that long.
I hope not. We desperately need a new stadium.
We'll be senior
We
citizens.
man, I just to see it go up, I'm cool.
Yeah,
Just to see it go up because we need a new stadium. That It's the oldest stadium in the fucking NFL, ain't it?
Yeah, I believe it is. I'm
And the smallest, so no.
and
Yeah,
the smallest for sure.
yeah.
Uh,
We need a new one, definitely.
they was definitely looking at all the teams around the league with new stadiums and seeing how they can model theirs after them. So we're gonna see what they put up there. What I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get to Soldier Field next season too, man. I want to go for a Bears Packers game, but whatever game
Okay.
we get,
New schedule got to come out. Okay.
right.
I'm with you on that.
We already know the Packers on the schedule, so
Right, right, right.
you know,
What, December game? They've
yeah,
been playing early lately.
they play them early. They play them early in the season, first week or second week usually.
Right. But
That's fine.
we got to get together, but definitely we
Yeah,
got to get a game.
get a game in, and it don't even have to be Bears Packers, but that's our rival, so that'd be fun to
Yeah,
go
I would like to be there to see them beat the Packers.
for sure because we beating them next year for sure.
I hope so. Shit.
That's the
Just
plan.
still with this turn, right? Or no? But still with this roster turnover, we
So
we
you ain't counting the victories.
not yet, not yet.
I feel
It's
you.
coming though. It's coming. We
Well,
close.
all right, man. Sims, it was good chatting it with you, man.
Definitely, definitely.
We got
Thanks for
our
having me on,
senses.
my brother.
Oh, man. Anytime, man. Anytime. You know you my guy. And I
Yeah,
appreciate
we definitely got to do this again.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna last through this, but this wasn't bad. This wasn't bad.
Oh, it went real good, man. It actually went longer than I expected, but it went good. It was a nice flow to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, 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 right. But thanks for having me on, my dude, and
Not a problem, man.
man, keep this going.
Thank you for
Keep this
coming
going.
on.
Much love,
Sir,
and support for sure.
for sure. Appreciate you supporting me, man. And I'm
All
gonna
right,
keep going.
definitely.
I'm gonna talk to
All
you
right,
later, man.
for sure.
All right.
All right.